Hi, this is Elliot Fishman, and we're live. And welcome to YouTube Live. It's on Wednesday, April 5th. Those of you celebrating Passover, it begins tonight. Easter is this weekend. Lots of holidays, lots of kids off from school. Hope everybody is doing well. If you're doing Ramadan, best luck on your fasting. Now, today, my job is to speak about ChatGPT. And I think unless you've been under a rock or sleeping, you've heard more about ChatGPT in the last month or so than you ever wanted to hear. Now, ChatGPT was developed as an AI technology that allows you to have human like conversations with a chat box, which basically is the computer. And it's a language model that allows you to ask questions and helps you reach answers. It can help you write papers. It can help fix your grammar. It can answer all sorts of questions. Okay. Now, the first thing is this is AI. That's why it's exciting. But let me just go back a little bit and say all of you use Google. You Google stuff, right? Dr. Google. We all Google. Google is AI. You don't think there's someone sitting around there who knows all the answers when you get a question? Oh my God, I know the answer. Okay. It's AI. If you say, what symptoms are there or what findings are there in von Hippel-Lindau syndrome, whether it's the spine, whether it's the kidney, the pancreas, the lungs, it's going to give you all the findings. And it'll also tell you where it got the article, got the references from. It'll tell you all the information, or it'll show you a bunch of places you can look for the information. If you say who won the championship in baseball, the World Series in 1949, it's going to give you the answer. It's going to show you the article. It'll show you the players. It'll give you all the information. So we are using AI now on search. That's how you find the things. Google is AI, searching away, also telling you where it got the information from. Now, ChatGPT is something brand new. It's meant to kind of improve, in theory, on what Google can do. Now, Google has their own thing called Bard. This is meant to be more conversational. It was started by a company called OpenAI, and it launched ChatGPT in November 2022. Microsoft is a big supporter to over $10 billion, and it's rapidly evolving. One of the things to recognize is that ChatGPT is at the beginning of a long trip. And so you've seen articles saying why it's good, why it's bad, how it answers correctly, how it answers incorrectly. That really isn't the point. It's too early. So I've seen articles where it's great. There's an article in the New England Journal of Medicine this past weekend written by two people at Microsoft, one person at Nuance, showing two main questions, one perfectly correct, one incorrect. ChatGPT, it never is uncertain. It'll give you an answer, even if it's making up an answer. And in fact, there actually is a term. I used this term when I was a kid. They stole my term. When ChatGPT comes up with an answer that is not true, it may sound correct, but it's called a hallucination. In this article in the New England Journal of Medicine, worthwhile reading, it's a 3-page article, a short read. It shows a bunch of questions. So 2 questions, one correct, one incorrect. But the incorrect answer sounds like it's a correct answer. It's not saying, well, I don't know, I'm not sure, I don't think, maybe. No, it's certain. They then took those same questions. Just a few weeks later, it reached version 4.0, I believe. And they asked 4.0, hey, look at these questions and answers. Are they correct? First question, it said, absolutely correct. Perfect. Second question, it said, this answer makes no sense. This answer is incorrect. This is the correct answer. So ChatGPT is getting better and better. And it's not getting better every 6 or 8 months or 12 months. It's getting better, it seems, by the hour or surely by the day. One of the things you have to be careful of is we are having a unique opportunity to watch the evolution of ChatGPT and Bard by Google. It's a work in progress. You need to assume that. Do not be making assumptions. Do not be criticizing and do not be overpraising something that will indeed be good. This had 1 million users within the first 5 days after it launched. That is plain crazy. It estimates that ChatGPT had 100 million active users in January, only 2 months after its launch. Just to compare, the most successful thing ever was TikTok, but it took that 9 months to reach 100 million. And ChatGPT has no pictures or dancing people or whatever else you can watch on TikTok, or singing or whatever else it is you can do. Now, one of the things with ChatGPT is you can have conversations. It's almost like you're talking to somebody. What do you think about the weather? Well, the weather is pretty good, but it's going to get better. It's going to get worse. One challenge with ChatGPT is there is no answer. There is no references for the answer. So it gives you the answer, but where it got the answer from doesn't work. When you do Google searches, it gives you the references where it got the answer from, so you can see whether it's a good reference or a bad reference. But Google AI uses good references. It doesn't pick up things, from two people sitting around making up some stories. So it's very, very funny. The thing about ChatGPT, it gives great answers even when it's wrong. It's like a lot of people we know, or people we think we know, who may not know the answer, but they're sure that there must be right. ChatGPT can, the thing that makes it exciting, our friends at Microsoft tell us that one of the things they look at is, for example, ChatGPT could go into a medical record, let's say, a patient's chart, where there's 1,000 entries over many years, go in there and summarize all the information, which you can't do now. It would take too long to do, so you're not doing it. It can look at large amount of information. It could, in some sense, develop code. It might replace programmers or even writers. It can create stories. It can take exams. You read it's passing the medical exam, or if it fails it passes the next time. And it's constantly learning. I think what you need to do is open a chat.openai.com account and try it yourself. Or get on the wait list for Bard at Google. So go to google.com and sign up for it as well. And just try it. See what it can do. Ask it questions like ask, who's the world's smartest radiologist? By the way, I did not come up. I tried. That's why I know that doesn't really have all the correct answers. What's the best website in the world for education? Well, lots of things. It does have limitations. The code is being fixed. It's all sorts of things, but it's a work in progress. And the way I describe it is, if you have a 100-story building that's going up and you have an apartment on the 60th floor, that's great. But the building's at the 3rd floor right now. And if you look at the building, you say, this thing doesn't work. There's only 3 floors. It's never going to be at the 60th floor. It's surely not going to be at the 100th. I'm never going to move in. This building is totally incorrect. It's wrong. It just doesn't work. Well, the answer is it'll be there. It's going to take some time, and you'll move in. It's going to take some time, and you're going to get a great view, but it's going to take some time. If you only look at what's there now, you say, boy, this is a crappy building. It has 3 floors, and you can't even get in, and you can't see anything, and there's a bunch of scaffolding around the edges. Okay? It's exciting. I think it will have major impact on a lot of things we do in medicine and outside of medicine. I think it can prove to be very, very helpful. But again, you've got to learn, you got to look, you got to see what it can or can't do. It's a work in progress, no more or no less. So again, don't ask it to pick the lottery numbers tonight. I'll give you some numbers, but it may not be the right lottery. It's not looking at the future. This is not Back to the Future. We have the logbook, which shows all the teams that will win. That's not the case. And if you look, ChatGPT is being used very extensively by Microsoft. Again, Facebook is coming up with their own. Google has Bard, which is not quite where it needs to be either. But this is exciting technology. This is the future, and you're watching the future be developed. So sit back in your chair, take a look, take a listen, give it a run for its money. Try it. I think you'll have a lot of fun. and we'll see what happens. So with that, I wish everybody a great day. And from all of us at CTisus, a great holiday season. Bye, guys.